My chick friend who went to nursing school, she got humbled really quick. She thought that she was the sheet. She was stuck up. She went to a 4-year nursing program that her parents paid for. She was dating at the time, only going out with solid 10 men. You know, they had to be like 6'5", they had to be chiseled, they had to be dark and handsome and like perfect hair, you know, not going bald and stuff like that. And she wouldn't settle for anything less than perfection. Guys at her nursing school tried to ask her out all the time. If an average looking shorter guy with a receding hairline tried to flirt with her, she'd be all like, "Ew, yeah right buddy." She would give them the cold shoulder, like she thought her sheet didn't stink. During her whole nursing school, she continued to only date solid 10s that were tall and in shape. They made 6 figures, they had a 6-pack, they were gonna be doctors and all that crap. And believe it or not, this chick actually got used by all these quote-unquote perfect guys, you know, these tall, dark, and handsome dudes. While at the same time at nursing school, all these shorter dudes with receding hairlines kept on trying to ask her out, and she'd be like, "Ew, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Get away from me," you know? Anyways, after 4 years of going to nursing school and dating all these perfect dudes, she finally graduated that nursing program. And then, all of a sudden, she had a big transition in life. She went from being a quote-unquote textbook college nurse to being a real-world nurse in an actual hospital. And let me tell you, this sucker got a rude awakening. At the actual hospital she was working at, there was still these fat and bald short guys with receding hairlines, and they were still trying to ask her out. Just like back in nursing school, but this time they were actually like, you know, nurses and doctors and stuff like that. And she kept on saying no to them too. Then one day at the hospital, about 2 months into her brand new hospital gig, a burn victim came in the trauma center. That's right, a burn victim, and she just said it was absolutely nasty. It was completely gross. The person was just barely alive, burnt from head to toe, just barely breathing. One side of this would make most people just want to throw up. She literally had to take 3 weeks off after seeing this because it was absolutely traumatizing to see, to witness, and it was just, oh my gosh. So she came back to work after about 3 weeks, and out of nowhere, this dude that she worked with, this like shorter dude with a receding hairline, came up to her and asked her out. And this time she said, "Yes, let's do it tonight." So that night on the date, she immediately did him. And she went over to his place, and she wouldn't leave. And she's like, "I'm moving in, I'm quitting my job, you're gonna be a doctor, and I don't care if you have a receding hairline, I don't care if you're overweight. I am not going back to that hospital again. I do not want to see another burn victim." And yeah, there you go. That's how that sucker got humbled really quick, right?